Hello and welcome to NHL Best Bets. This is NHL Stanley Cup Final edition because tonight Stanley Cup Final starts between Montreal and Tampa Bay Lightning. But let's take a quick look first about our previous picks from a few days ago. We had here Tampa as a winner against Islanders. That was correct 0-1 game between these two, but total wasn't correct because of these stingy defenses and good goaltending by Tampa's Vasilevsky. Tommy, do you recall anything special from this Game 7 between Islanders and the Lightnings?
Yeah, there's been a lot of soccer in between, but I do recall it was not even close to being an over game, so that was a missed pick from us. But Tampa Bay was good enough in that game, like we predicted. Game 7, they are playing their best in these situations where they have to do what they have to do, and it was Tampa's game. I don't think Islanders had a lot of chances to win this game at any point, so it was deserved for Tampa Bay to take this. The score, of course, a lot lower than we expected, but like I said, Tampa deservedly in the final second year in a row, and let's see if they can do a double following Penguins and a couple of other teams in the past.
Yeah, final starts tonight. Very interesting games ahead of us. Let's go first through the picks that we made for tonight. And naturally, we have been riding with Tampa and a few other favorites against Montreal. Montreal has surprised us and maybe a few others, but Tampa is a big favorite by the simulations and also by the bookmakers in this game. So Tampa is our selection with odds minus 176. And naturally, when we talk about player props, there's two options: over bets for Tampa players or under with the Montreal players. Now we go with the captain of Tampa, home game hero in many previous games, Steven Stamkos, to score at least one goal in this game. Plus 210, very high odds for this activity to happen.
Yeah, I think it's too late for us now to jump to Montreal's wagon after being against them most of the season. Even if they have surprised us and many others in this playoff run, they played extremely well. So nothing to take away from them, but Tampa Bay is just this much better team. They are better in every little step on the way to winning these games. So it will be another tough challenge for Montreal. They have overcome most of their challenges already, reaching the final, but still there is still a growing process going on in Montreal. They're not a ready yet team, so I think Tampa Bay is so much better that these odds are playable. For us in the simulations, we have 72% in the first game of this series going for Tampa Bay, and the odds, like you mentioned, were minus 176, so about 64%. So nice value for the home win in this first game. And when we talk about the players who are stepping up in these tough situations, Steven Stamkos, the team captain, if he gets to play and when he gets to play power play tonight, I think he might score a goal or two. Of course, Montreal is a great team defensively, so it's not going to be a very high scoring game. We don't expect any 8-0 kind of results, but still Tampa Bay probably scores a few, and Stamkos very likely to score 40% in the simulations. So odds of plus 200 and over, great value there as well.
Has simulations indicate anything about way how Stamkos will score? Is it like a knee down one timer from the P spot during power play?
Yeah, that's something like 98% probable to happen. So no, we don't go that far. But yeah, this is a guy who can score. He can score straight out shooting. He can score from scraps in the front of the net. So just score a goal and take one for the team.
How about series predictions? I think Tampa is our favorite, but will it be in 4 games or will it go all the way to the game 7?
Quite in the middle there, we are heavily leaning towards Tampa Bay. As is expected, we have Tampa winning the series 78% of the time, so 22% only for Montreal. Montreal has overcome these odds before, but now Tampa Bay probably the best team they have faced so far. In the simulations, it ends in 5 games. Tampa Bay winning 4-1 with 26% probability, and Montreal does have that tiny 4% chance to win it in 5 games as well. So overall, 5 games, 30%. I checked the odds a couple of hours ago, and not much to play in regards of the odds versus AccuScore simulations, because we are surprisingly very much in line with the odds makers in this final series.
When we take a look of the historical results between these two teams, they played in same conference in the past, actually same division, and they faced 12 times in previous 3 seasons before this one, and out of those 12 games, Tampa won 10, Montreal won 2. Montreal won twice at home, but never on the road against Tampa, so this is something that they need to overcome, but they have overcome a few other things during these playoffs, so not many surprises anymore, but still probabilities are against them.
Yeah, this is definitely Canadiens' Mount Everest to climb. Something to think of is that how Tampa Bay has managed to win during the regular season. Of course, they have played a little bit not so actively maybe during the regular season, and still they've been able to beat Montreal all these times. So I do think that this is a good indication, and one of the reasons why the simulations are so heavily towards Tampa Bay Lightning in this series.
How about the type of the game or type of the play, how these teams are playing? Tampa won first 2 rounds against very offensive teams like Florida and Carolina. Then they went all the way to the Game 7 against New York Islanders. That is much more defensive team, and Montreal has been with this very strict and stingy 5-man defense that has been the trademark during these playoffs. Do you think that will cause problems for Tampa?
I don't think, especially in the beginning, it might be a little bit difficult for Tampa to adjust. Of course, they did play against Islanders, quite a similar team, hardworking, disciplined, plays defense. But Montreal is a little bit more active. They have maybe somewhat more skilled players down the line in the 3rd and 4th line as well. So they're not only this sort of physical juggernaut like Islanders were, but as we've seen with Tampa Bay, they are able to adjust their play according to the opponent. They are ready to react to whatever happens. So they are very good at that. That's why they are the reigning champions. So I do think that Tampa will find a way to break down Montreal's 5-man defense, and their very good Finnish players especially are have been their important players for Montreal in this series. So these guys who might not be in the spotlight every night, but they are scoring the important goals and doing the defensive work as well.
Very good. We'll take a look of the game that starts in a few hours and come back day after tomorrow when next game is coming for further analysis and a preview of the game 2.
Have a good game.
See you there.